This is Thomas Okidia, aka TJ, and you're watching 3/4 podcast.
I do this 5, 4. There's one director of photography here.
I looked at you.
I'm on 10. I'm sorry, guys. It's been a long day. Easy breeze.
Direct hadi kuna filmu. Ndio nimebeba filmu.
Nyaunyo.
Usijitupe hivi kando hivi.
Haya, sasa. So,
Tell us, man. Countdown.
countdown.
Hey.
In 5, 4,
Hey.
action. Episode 25, part 3 of Kenya's premier sports video podcast, the 3/4 podcast. Today being the 21st of May 2017, we are shooting from Kileleshwa, and we want to thank our hosts for giving us this gracious opportunity to shoot episode 25, which will be dropping in the course of the week, of course, on our YouTube channel and our Facebook page. We start by thanking the fans, the viewers, the subscribers, and the followers for taking your time and sparing your time to watch an episode of the 3/4 podcast each and every week. And on behalf of the 3/4 podcast, all we can say ni asanteni na shukran sana. The road to Japan, we are still on this story. We don't get tired. Hashtag road to Japan. The Kenya Simbas are about to start their World Cup qualifiers. Of course, they take on Uganda, Senegal, and Tunisia in Nairobi. They go to take on Zimbabwe, Zimbabwe, of course, in Bulawayo, and wrap up with a game against Namibia in Windhoek. Therefore, jump onto the road to Japan hashtag to support the Kenya Simbas, because these boys are the superstars of rugby in Kenya. This is Ngashi, official noisemaker,
Jerengus, Kenyana.
and we get into part 3, where we try to show guys that we're just not about rugby. We actually do talk about other sports. So we'll start with the Kenya Premier League wrap-up, or how the table is looking. So Ngoos, quick first, tell us how the table is looking like.
The top 5 guys. Number 1, we have Gor Mahia FC. Number 2, Tusker FC. Number 3, we have Posta Rangers. 4th is Ulinzi Stars. And number 5, Kariobangi Sharks.
Good stuff. You know, you being a lawyer, I thought you were going to say, Marty, how the table is looking. It has push on. It has kitamba. Election. But anyway, that is
someone over here is showing one.
that is the Kenya Premier League wrap up and how the table is looking. I'll take you to the Premier League. The Premier League has just wrapped up this week. This week being the 21st of May 2017, week 38, and the results are as follows. Arsenal have beaten Everton 3-1. Burnley have lost to West Ham 2-1. Chelsea have thrashed Sunderland 5-1. Tottenham have thrashed Hull 7-1. Leicester have drawn with Bournemouth 1-1. Liverpool have beat Middlesbrough 3-0. Manchester United beat Crystal Palace 2-0. Southampton lost to Stoke 0-1. Swansea beat West Brom 2-1. Watford lost to Manchester City 5-0. And yes, that as a result of that, this is how the table looks. Chelsea, of course, are champions.
Yeah, champions elect.
The guys who've made it to the Champions League direct route to the Champions League is Tottenham Hotspurs and Manchester City. Liverpool will have to qualify for the Champions League. Arsenal are 5th, Manchester United are 6th. Arsenal, of course, not making the Champions League ever since Arsene Wenger joined the club 21 years ago. And also, Tottenham Hotspurs finally finishing above Arsenal. They are North London rivals. What do you have to say about what has been a rather entertaining Premier League season?
It's been a season of especially for my team, AFC.
Yes.
Not Leopards.
Yeah.
No, the Yonder.
London branch.
It's Chelsea, especially after they lost against Arsenal.
Yes.
I think that's when the season changed, and it's been up and up kabisa.
Yeah.
Until they won. They won it with the 2 games to spare.
Yes.
For Arsenal,
always leaving it to the last games.
Yes.
When you're desperate. And you should have been winning these games when it mattered, the big games especially.
Yeah.
I think they're on the log of the top 5.
Yes.
They are at the bottom.
Yes.
In terms of against each other.
I think
the big guys, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's been an entertaining one though.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed this season. The likes of Sanchez as well.
Yeah.
Harry Kane has had a fantastic season.
Yes.
Yeah. Tottenham.
Finally. I mean, Chelsea have recovered. They finished 10th last season. They won the league this year. I want to say big up to Antonio Conte. He came in from the Italy job, and he was able to put on a convincing performance as manager of Chelsea, and make it. I mean, Chelsea have led the league from November. So, in all honesty, they are justified winners of the Premier League.
Very well deserved.
As for, I also want to say, this argument about guys saying Sijui in the English Premier League is not the strongest. Pep Guardiola came, and in his first season is number 3.
But well, give him some credit.
No, I do give him some credit. He had a decent team at Manchester City, and he has the money to spend. But it's just to show you that the English Premier League is the most competitive league in this world.
It's tough.
Right? Spain, yes, you have only 2 or 3 teams. I was going to say Barcelona. Spain, you have Germany, you have like 1 or 2 teams. Same as France. I mean, Monaco and Paris Saint-Germain. But in England, you have about 5, 6, 7 teams that are gunning for it.
0 breaks.
And 0 breaks, exactly. This thing goes right from August to May. These guys don't take a break. They have some weeks where they're playing 2-3 games. And of course, they have the FA Cup and they have the Carling Cup. So, I mean, Chelsea deserved winners. As for Arsenal, Mesut Ozil, he's supposed to be their talisman together with Alexis Sanchez. He's supposed to be backing up Alexis Sanchez. But then this guy just doesn't have it. In the big games, he just switches off. You do not see him. Even in the smaller games, you just don't see Mesut Ozil.
On off, like you said, someone else.
Exactly. So,
give Manu some credit. Now that the finals,
yes,
these guys may just sneak into the Champions League.
But also, man, you need to realize that you don't spend 100+ million pounds and win
to
immediately. You guys should have had Man United fans before the season. We have Pogba, we have Zlatan, we have Mourinho, number 6 bado too. But anyway, that's the English Premier League. It's been an entertaining season. Of course, what's remaining of English football is just going to be the FA Cup that's going to be taking place between Chelsea and Arsenal FC. Playoff basketball. We finish with the Premier League, we go to the NBA. The hoops. I won't go into the results because it's been pretty dominated by 2 teams on the side. In the Eastern Conference is the Cleveland Cavaliers. In the Western Conference is the Golden State Warriors. Yes, I do agree that these 2 are the best teams in the NBA. But the question I ask is, I mean, these clean sweeps, man.
Too much.
They're too much. What do you think about the competition level, the level of competition in the NBA right now, in terms of the playoffs?
The level of competition, I think the competition is just between Golden State and Cavs.
Yeah.
These other teams, I think maybe they're playing Bano or something. Because I don't understand how these 2 teams can be having only in the finals.
Yes.
It's about to end right now. Golden State already 3 up.
Yes.
Cavs are 2.
Cavs are 2 are playing.
And the margins.
The margins are crazy. 36, 40 points.
40 points. I think there's a record now.
Yes.
By Cavs. Cavs set a record.
Yes.
Most point difference
in the playoff
final. Conference final.
Conference final, yes.
It's. I think guys need to really go back to the drawing books. And try and improve their teams, man.
Improve the teams, number 1. Number 2, also this thing. I think we also really need to think about this issue of super teams. Because when you flood, look at it, just one season, look at 1 season ago. Golden State beat Portland 4-1.
Yeah, it wasn't a clean sweep.
It wasn't a clean sweep. They then went to, it was a very close contested Western Conference final, beating OKC 4-3. OKC, of course, had Oklahoma City Thunder, had Kevin Durant. You go to the East, what's the name? Cavs didn't even sweep Toronto.
They didn't.
You know, it was a 4-2. There were no clean sweeps. So,
but I wouldn't call it a super team as per se.
Why? Why would you say it is?
I mean, KD is just looking for a ring.
I know. It doesn't take away the fact that it is a super team.
You'd have gone to the Cavs as well.
I mean, exactly. It would be another super team. You see, so that's what I'm saying. But anyway, that's how basketball is. Adam Silver was actually being taken to task, being asked, look, where's the level of the competition in the NBA? Adam Silver being the NBA commissioner. But look, there's nothing much you can say.
Guys,
even if it was not super teams, I do think that the finals would have been Cavs versus Warriors. Yeah, but anyway, the NBA finals coming soon. The playoffs should be done within the course of this week, and then the finals do start on June 1st. So as we always say in the business part of the NBA, make a point of actually watching these games and see what happens in the NBA. Takes us to our bonus segment, which I think will be had by a lot of Arsenal fans. So our bonus segment today is, with the close of the Premier League season, there are very many calls for Wenger in or Wenger out. First of all, what's your stand on that? And then second, I just want you to transition to the fact that in the recent past, we've been seeing very many clubs switching their managers every 2-3 seasons. And what's your stand on that? So I'll let you go first, Bruce.
On the Wenger in, Wenger out.
Yeah.
First of all, I think we need to realize that the game has really changed. It's no longer more of the passion. This is a business now. All these clubs are being run as businesses.
Yeah.
As it stands, Wenger might actually stay in because business-wise, he's been great for us. They've been making the money, the profit margins have been increasing left, right, center. But then again, from a fan's perspective, I think it may be time for him to maybe step aside in terms of his idea of how to play the game. I love Wenger football. Wenger football is very entertaining to watch. But if he'll constantly lack the killer punch to finish off these teams, especially the big games, and all. Come on, you've been there for 20 years at Arsenal. You were doing it quite well in the early 2000s. Come late 2000s, the 2010s, it's just been down. Last season we finished second.
Yes.
When Leicester, that was just recently promoted to the Premier League, come in and win. It shows there's something missing, and the constant has been Wenger. The constant has been Wenger. Yes, I understand we were building a stadium. They were building a stadium. I'm talking as if I own shares.
Yes.
But I think from a fan's perspective, I'd say it's time for him to step aside.
Okay.
Managers changing left, right, center. Okay. Give a guy at least 5 years. That's all I'll say. I think give a guy 5 years, then see what he can do. Not this like what Manu did for Van Gaal. What they did to Moyes. Give him some time. Let him build it. Okay, it's not microwave cooking. Let him use the oven. Pole. Bring in his guys. Let them nurture them, and then we'll see where the team will stand after 5 years. I do disagree with you on the Wenger issue because I've always said there's no difference between the Arsene Wenger who coached Thierry Henry and the Arsene Wenger who's coaching now. The only difference is the caliber of players, and by caliber of players, I don't dispute their athleticism. I don't dispute their talent. They're very good players, but these players are very soft. And mentally?
Yes, mentally they're very soft, and that's why these guys don't have it in them to finish the season. Yes, Wenger is going to take the blame. Wenger has never been the coach to like Sir Alex Ferguson. Wenger has never been the coach to go and grab you and instill. That is inbuilt. That is not for you. That's not for the coach to give you. That's inbuilt as a player. It's for you to get the drive within. It's for you to push yourself. You must want to win a Premier League championship. The coach cannot. All the coach can give you is systems. You have to want to win.
Can nurture it as well.
No, the coach just gives you systems. All you have to do, you're the one who has to want to win it. The coach cannot come and tell you, now, I think I want you to win. No, you have to want to win it. That's number one. And in that team, it's only Alexis Sanchez. And I also see flashes of Laurent Koscielny. So Arsene Wenger will leave. You will bring someone else. But with this team, we are going to have a problem. That's number one thing. Number two, guys need to realize that for the last, I get irked by these new Arsenal fans who really don't know what happened. Because in 2005, Arsenal had 3 out of the top 10. They had 3 of the most expensive players in terms of salaries. They had Thierry Henry, they had Sol Campbell, and they had Patrick Vieira in terms of salary. That time they had a vice chairman called David Day who exited. But you see, at that time is when they were moving to the Emirates Stadium. And at that time also, around that time is when Stan Kroenke came in as the majority shareholder. At that time, the main revenue generating venture for any club was match tickets. And that's why Arsenal were moving to a bigger stadium. Fast forward, it changed. And it became TV rights. And it became sponsorship.
TV money came in.
Exactly, and shirt sponsorship. Also, Stan Kroenke owns majority stake of Arsenal. The other billionaire is Usmanov.
I've actually given a formal bid.
It is a formal bid.
He wants to buy his stake.
Yes.
He proposed, was it £1 billion?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now,
which is expected to be rejected though.
Of course. Now, Usmanov is a speculative businessman. He is more of buy Pogba, shirt sales from Pogba will pay for the loan or for the money, the deficit that we have. Kroenke is more of spend what we have. And that's why in the 10 years between 2006, no, actually 5 years, between 2006 and when they bought Mesut Ozil, the policy was always sell our best players. Get Van Persie for £2 million, selling for £30 million, that's a profit. And Wenger has been very good in terms of working with these below par players, for lack of a better word. Get into that number 4, and that's why
that level
exactly. And you remember when you finish number 4, you're getting money for Champions League.
You're from the UEFA.
From UEFA, you see. So it's been very good from a business perspective. I just think for Arsenal, it's a case of the personnel. It's you'll remove Wenger, you'll bring in someone else, then we'll just have a United problem. You know, it's the same way like at Manchester United. And I say this.
I wouldn't say we go the United way.
Exactly. I say this, when they removed David Moyes, that was their problem. Yep. Paul Scholes actually said on BBC, he said that if Moyes had the same backing the other managers have had, Louis van Gaal and Jose Mourinho, we'd be talking about a different story. Yeah. Alex Ferguson was not stupid
to have him
to nominate Moyes take over from him. He was not stupid. Yep. And I just fear that if Arsenal go that way,
just might end up the same way.
Can you imagine if us guys, when you drop from number 1 to 6, us guys will drop from 4th to 10th.
Now you're from
5th to 10th. But anyway, that's my opinion. And Gusale, of course, has given his opinion. And our opinions are not binding on anyone. That's neither the Three Quarters Podcast crew. That's just the opinion of individuals. That's it, folks. That has been episode 25, part 3 of Kenya's premier sports video podcast, the Three Quarters Podcast. We ask you guys to follow us on Facebook, on Instagram, to like our Facebook page, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Content drops thick and fast in the Three Quarters Podcast. So therefore, jump onto this train, because if you're not on this train, my guy, we charge on the meter gauge, in a Citco standard gauge. This is Nash, your official noise maker.
Jeringus Kenyana.
Stay tuned for episode 26. Keep it live, keep it locked. Cheers, guys.
Tupatane care review.